Hey Jesse, Trey here. I am here in NASA in Cape Canaveral. I'm here inside the press room waiting on the shuttle launch, and I thought I would go through your interview questions. Here, do you want to see what this place looks like? I'll spin the camera around and show you. So this is where all the press comes, the international press from all around the world. There's the countdown clock up there in the shuttle. It's about 4 a.m., so it's still dark out there, of course. And if you look down here, there's little name tags on every desk. And I've taken over the CNN area. They haven't shown up yet. They don't have one for stuck in customs, so I'm kind of squatting. I'll take on Wolf Blitzer when he arrives. I think he's smaller in person. But I went out there early, about 3 a.m., and set up my tripod, so now I'm just sitting around waiting on the main event and want to go through your questions you asked here. So it says, if you could never shoot HDR again, what would you do, photographically speaking? Well, I'd probably still do post-processing because I love doing post-processing, and only very little of what I do is HDR. If you could only shoot with one lens for the rest of your life, what would it be? It would probably be my 28-300 because it's super flexible, and I feel like I can do anything with that thing. So I love that lens. In another interview, you state that working as a photographer takes the fun out of it. Has this been the case for you? Well, no, it's never been the case for me because I don't really work as a photographer. You know, I work for myself. I work for the blog, and so it's not really like work. I just do it. If I think it sounds awesome, I'll just go take a photo of it. What's the next question here? It says, what one location in the world keeps you coming back again and again? Probably Iceland. I'm not tired of it so far. I go every summer over the solstice, and I just keep going back because I love it. It's a wonderful place. New Zealand is great too, though, really. What's the most difficult or dangerous experience you've had as a travel photographer? Probably in Chernobyl. We were in a few spots. I was with this ex-Russian military guy, and we had a Geiger counter, and every so often the Geiger counter would start going off like crazy, and he would look at me in this really serious face and said, "We should leave because there's still cesium all over the place, and it's bad stuff." It says, if you were not HDR King of the World, what would you be doing? I don't think I'm HDR King of the World, but I don't know. Well, what else would I be doing? I'm very interested in genetics. I don't seem to have time to do that, but I'd be interested in pursuing that science full time. What are several impressions you take away from China? Well, I love China. I love the people. It's so different, unique. It doesn't seem like there's that many different, unique places in the world anymore, and that's one of them, especially way deep in the south of China, where you don't see, white people anymore. That's when it feels like it gets really, really interesting. Do you ever use off-camera lighting as a tool for HDR image making? No. Yeah, it wouldn't really work quite right. What pictures do you have around your house? I have a piece from Edward Curtis. I have a few of mine up, but I get tired of looking at my stuff. I have a lot of paintings. I mostly am inspired by paintings. What's the most expensive print you've ever sold? Probably not that much, really, about $3,000 or so. What is your most memorable experience with a famous person? Oh, I don't know. I guess I don't really idolize many people. One guy I really idolize, though, is Hans Zimmer, and I ended up spending a day with him in his studio. He is the nicest guy in the world. I met him through a mutual friend. I took photos of his studio, and he loved them, and we really hit it off. And it turns out he's a huge fan of photography and really, really nice guy. Really inspiring, too. Then I met some other famous people that were just totally lame. Very disappointing. I'm still a little shell shocked from some of those. But there's nothing in between. Either they're total asses or they're totally awesome. There's no in between. Where do you see yourself at age 60? I don't know. I guess doing the same thing. It seems like a long way away. All right. Well, thanks very much for these questions. I'll be sure to follow up and put this on my website and send people over so they can check out your stuff. Okay. Thanks, Jesse.